Good morning, Web Spiders. Today's Thursday. It is, I wanted to say September. It's February. Where's Mrs. Moran this morning? February 21st, 2019. And today is Math Bowl Day. So we have fourth grade students who will be competing at Custer Baker Intermediate School this evening in the Math Bowl. So good luck to our Math Bowl team. I also want to give a shout out to our Destination Imagination team. They competed last week in Jasper, Indiana, and did a great job. I've heard rave reviews about your performance. So way to go, guys. Looking on our birthday list, and we do not appear to have a birthday on the 21st of February at Webb Elementary. But thank you, Sammy Soper. I do have my clock. Thank goodness Sammy reminded me. Remember, I always need those reminders, so I remember to get the clock on here. So let's look at this clock for just a second. If you can see the little hand, the small hand, that's the one that always points to what hour it is on the clock, is between the 3 and the 4. It's getting closer to 4 o'clock, but it's still minutes after 3. So let's see how many minutes after 3 it is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 35, 40. It is 3:40 on my clock, or I could say it's 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes before 4 o'clock. Two different ways I could say that. So I could say 3:40, 40 minutes after 3, or I could say 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes before 4. So if I was doing a lapse time problem, if I started at 3:40 and I ended at 4 o'clock, how many minutes did I work? 5, 10, 15, 20. I worked for 20 minutes. That would be my elapsed time. So just an example of that. Okay, let me show you these cool emoji pencils. I know you guys like emojis, so let me show these to you. I don't think I picked the one up. So this has all kinds of emojis on it. Look at here. Yeah, it even has the poop emoji. It's got all kinds of emojis. We've got these for sale in our bookstore, and I think they're only $1. They're really cool pencils. So if you're in need of a pencil to do your work, or maybe you just think this would make you do your work neater and better and respectfully, stop by our bookstore and get yourself an emoji pencil. All right. Woo! Lots of visitors in the web today. We are still working on respect. And I have to say, this morning I had to get on a bus. I had to get on bus 158 this morning because there was some lack of respect happening. So when a driver asks you to sit in your seat, what should your response be? Okay, with a good attitude, right? No different than if a lunch lady asks you to do something, or a teacher asks you to do something, or if our school nurse asks you to do something, or a secretary asks you to do something, or I ask you to do something. When an adult associated with Webb, associated with school, asks you to do something, you should do it with a good attitude, and your response should be positively. It should be, okay, because that's respectful, right? Mm-hmm. Do you know that the schedule on a bus is really tight? And what I mean by that is if we had to wait for every student to decide when they wanted to behave, you guys would never get here in the morning, would you? Because we have to do that for all 60 kids that get on that bus. Whew, that'd be a long bus ride. So please, please, please act respectfully to your bus drivers, just like you act respectfully to the adults inside Webb Elementary. Can you do that? Yeah. Okay. What other opportunities might you have today to show respect? Do you guys have any ideas?
In the classroom.
In the classroom. What could you do in the classroom to show respect to your teacher?
To others. Pick up the trash that you dropped.
I love that. You could pick up the trash that you dropped. Very good.
Your house.
You could pick up your house. You could help your parents or your grandparents by keeping your house neat and tidy. What were you going to say, sweetheart?
Be kind to others.
Be kind. Oh, thank you. Here's the other thing. I walked into a second grade classroom that had a guest teacher yesterday. And I'll tell you, I'm in the second grade classroom a lot. And usually it's very quiet and it's very calm. And do you know I had to pull 3 kids to the side and ask them to do their best and be respectful just because they had a guest teacher? Guest teachers are people too, right? And they're adults in our Webb. And so when we have a guest teacher, you should treat them like a guest with your very best manners. Please, thank you, no thank you, wait your turn. They should leave Webb and go, wow, that school rocks. I want to go back there. Okay? Please, please, please represent us well, especially when you have a guest teacher. Okay, let's introduce ourselves.
Start right here. My name is James Rapulio. I'm from Miss Pate's class.
My name is Charlie Wright, and I'm from Mrs. Pate's class.
My name is Joshua Matias. I'm from Miss Pate's class.
I'm a Tavis from Miss Pate's class. I'm Chloe Cook from Miss Pate's class.
I'm Sarah Goldmeyer from Miss Pate's class. I'm Bryson from Miss Pate's class.
And at this time, if you'll stand up and push your chair in, we'll have a moment of silence. Josh, would you hold the flag for us today? Okay, here we go. Right hand on your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I think those are all the special announcements that we have today. We're all going to be respectful and do our very, very best. So let's do our creed and we need to have a thinking Thursday because of the math bowl. So send all your thinking thoughts to the math bowl team so that they can solve those problems and come back with a victory tonight. Okay, here we go. I am a member of the Webb family. I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best. I will discuss and listen actively. I will expect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make Webb School a place where everybody is somebody special. Make it a great day in the Webb Spiders. Make sure you are
Doing it right.
Have a great day.